What's going on? It's Taisophon, and I'm coming at you guys with another video. In this video, I wanted to discuss some things about the brand new Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer, and how it's got me asking more questions than answering any of the questions I had before. Now, as far as we know, the common theory that most of us are familiar with is that there's two dimensions, or two timelines, both Cloud's timeline and Zack's timeline. And in this video, that theory is what I'm going to be basing a lot of my questions that I have on this trailer off of. There's also theories out there that allude to Aerith being able to travel or move within these two worlds, which seems to make sense considering the fact that in this trailer, we see Jessie make an appearance at the play that was held at the event square at the Gold Saucer like in the original Final Fantasy VII. From what we've played before, we know that Jessie along with Biggs lose both of their lives during the falling of the plate above Sector 7, which should confirm the deaths of both characters, at least in Cloud's timeline. We could also see that Barrett and Tifa were confirmed deceased on what looks like a wanted poster with a 100k reward attached to it, but Biggs' portrait isn't X'd out on the wanted poster at all. Then next, you see Biggs having a conversation with Zack, which confirms that in Zack's timeline, Biggs is still alive and kicking. You hear Biggs say,
"What am I supposed to do? Their luck runs out, but mine doesn't? I'm the only one who gets a pass?"
Which confuses me, because Biggs isn't supposed to be alive, especially after what happened at Sector 7 Midgar. What's even weirder is that on top of that, he says this as if he didn't know about the passing and or killing of the rest of the other Avalanche members. I'm guessing that Zack is already aware of the situation and informs Biggs on what the situation is and what happened exactly to the other members. It leads me to believe that either Aerith or Sephiroth is tampering with the timeline and going back to save specific characters in the story. If this is true, why Biggs out of all the other members? What's the importance there? What's also weird is that Jessie is shown to be alive as she's performing in the play at the Gold Saucer, but in Cloud's timeline, she seemed to have passed away in front of our eyes. Then in what seems to be Zack's timeline, Jessie's portrait on the wanted poster is X'd out, confirming that she's been dealt with already. So if she's killed off in both timelines, why is she still making appearances in other cutscenes in this trailer? It makes me wonder what timeline that poster is even from in the first place, because Square could be playing tricks on us. Another question I had regarding Avalanche is Wedge still alive in Cloud's timeline? Yes, we heard him crash through an elevator glass window and uttered his final words.
I'm sorry, Cloud. Ah! Just tell me that I made a difference.
But we didn't really see him perish before our eyes before the screen faded to black. If this is actually how he died in Cloud's timeline, I would be very disappointed with that, because it comes off as rushed and kind of a lame way to remove Wedge from the story. I would also like to know how Wedge got taken out in Zack's timeline, considering that his portrait was marked out as well. I also have questions about Aerith. Does traveling through timelines cause Aerith to go unconscious? In the trailer, it seems like whenever Zack is speaking with Aerith, she's not awake. It makes me wonder if going through timelines comes at a cost of her consciousness. Will she go unconscious in Cloud's timeline if she wants to travel to Zack's timeline? If she dies in one timeline, does that mean she dies in another timeline as well? Can she potentially save herself from death by escaping from one dimension into another? Is this how she will escape the jaws of death by a certain someone? Which raises another question. How the hell is Zack speaking with Marlene? And what is she even doing there anyways? Marlene wasn't present during the events where Zack saved Cloud, and Cloud had a whole different attire on compared to the one that was shown in the trailer. Is Zack able to travel between timelines as well? Or is this an example of both Cloud and Zack's timelines merging together somehow? Is this all Aerith's doing to try to save herself from Sephiroth? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments section down below. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to keep up with more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. This has been Taisophon, and I'm out, people. Later.